Thank you, Umaru, for that report. Now, the federal government has not yet commenced direct payment of monthly allocations to Nigeria's 774 local government areas. Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Wale Edun, explained that the Supreme Court's proceedings had not yet been communicated to the Attorney General of the Federation for proper study and implementation. Recall that on July 11, 2024, a seven-man panel of the Supreme Court granted financial autonomy to local governments, a decision that was opposed by some state governors. The Apex Court emphasized the division of government power into three tiers, that's federal, state, and local governments. Now, joining us to discuss this is legal practitioner Elvis Asia. Hello, Elvis. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me on the program.
So it's been 2 weeks exactly, since that ruling on July 11th. Why do you think the Supreme Court's proceedings had not yet been communicated to the Attorney General of the Federation? And could there be any cause for the delay?
It's quite surprising to hear that the judgment has not been communicated to the Attorney General. I was not a party in the matter, but I've seen the judgment. I've seen the certificatory copy of the judgment, and it's even online now. The Attorney General who brought the case ordinarily should already have the copy. So it's quite strange to hear that the judgment has not been communicated. Perhaps, otherwise I will understand the fact that it's going to take a while for the judgment to be implemented, but to say that the judgment has not been received is quite strange and worrisome.
Okay, since it's strange to you, could you still be able to speak to us on the validity of the practical delays, that the minister actually mentioned? Is this a cautious approach justified?
Well, it's understandable that there will be some practical issues involved in complying with the judgment. That is quite understandable. Judgment was delivered about 2 weeks ago, so it's going to take a while for all the necessary procedures to be put in place for direct transfer of funds to the local government. The system currently is that you have what they call the FAC, and they sit every month to decide on these allocations from the Federation accounts on a monthly basis. There's already a template for doing that before the judgment. So it's expected that a new template will be done. I foresee a situation where compliance will probably commence from say August, and I don't think they're going to be able to comply with the judgment for July. Because there are practical issues, obviously that would postpone the enforcement of the judgment to say August. But it is not gladdening to hear that the judgment has not been communicated to the Attorney General, because the Attorney General brought the case. Other people have gotten the certified copy of the judgment. I have it. It's all over the place online. So it is that is what I'm worried about. But I will understand that there will be some technical issues involved in the enforcement that may take a while.
All right. Now, speaking of, postponing the enforcement of the judgment, now, although while the AGF also awaits true copy of the Supreme Court ruling, are there any potential consequences, especially if direct payments to the local government and their constituents is further delayed?
Well, as it stands now, the law in the country is that you must allocate directly to government. So, the Federation has no authority currently to do it any other way. So they have no choice but to speed up the process of complying with the judgment. The judgment has an automatic, it's automatic in terms of enforcement. It's not something you can wait forever to do, even though I appreciate some practical realities. But as it stands today, there's no legal basis in the country for you to allocate, funds to local government in a manner other than what the Supreme Court ordered in a judgment.
Okay.
So, but like I said, we can give them a few weeks more to wrap up the process of putting up the structure for compliance and enforcement. But quite frankly, there's no other legal basis for allocation of funds to government other than what the Supreme Court has ordered.
All right, thank you for speaking to us on this, Elvis. We appreciate you for your time.
Thank you.